Do you think? Almost looks peaceful, doesn't it?
Peaceful? You're out your bloody mind.
I have never seen devices such as these.
The work you've done refining the drug has been good up till now. With all this, we can make it better. From what I can tell, your biggest problem is that the test inoculations failed to show enough of a presence in human cells to be effective.
What we need is a better delivery system.
Exactly. And the best place to start is to recreate the key protein in the serum and work our way up from there. Now, if we can avoid having to re-engineer it from a natural source and make an entirely synthetic version, it should ultimately increase the efficiency.
Such a thing is possible.
Anything's possible, if you're willing to give it a go. Come on then, a bald head is soon shaved.
Do you speak differently than the others?
Noticed that, did you? Sorry if I confuse you. Trust me, where I come from, it all makes perfect sense.
What is it like?
Scotland? Oh, I think it's beautiful. But I'm told it's something of an acquired taste.
I meant your world. It must be so peaceful there, knowing that the Wraith will not come.
Oh, you'd be surprised how not peaceful it is. What a spoiled rot now that I think of it.
Oh, you miss it. I'm sorry for inquiring.
Oh, no. Don't be, love.
One can see the various refraction chambers required to complete the preliminary stage of filtration required to boil down the base material mixture into its working state. From here, the cells are
Perna.
100% cellular penetration in all 5 test inoculations. Incredible.
There's still a lot of data to be analysed, but the initial results are very promising, I agree.
Dr. Beckett's efforts have advanced the project by decades.
Perner's formula was right on track. It was just a matter of changing its molecular design so it could be better absorbed by the body.
This is an enormous victory for our people, Doctor. I don't know how to thank you.
No need. Of course, it's only a preliminary.
How soon until you can set up the next stage of testing?
You'll have a schedule later today, Chancellor.
I'm sorry, next stage?
Your report makes it abundantly clear that the project is ready to proceed to its next phase.
We want to test the serum's effectiveness against your prisoner.
Then you support this?
Well, I know for certain he's gonna die, so we might as well make good use of him while he's still alive.
You do understand the Geneva Convention prohibits using prisoners for scientific experiments.
No offense, Doc, but had the Wraith attended the Geneva Convention, they would have tried to feed on everyone there.
Beckett's report indicates that we have no idea what the long-term effect of this drug on humans might be.
Well, we know damn well what the long-term effects of Wraith calling are, don't we?
We're talking about putting a human being in the same room as a starving Wraith. And once we start down that road...
Which road did you think we were headed down?
Not this one. At least not this fast.
Having spent time with the prisoner, I don't pity him. He's gonna die anyway. This drug could be useful someday.
Someday.
The point is, we don't get a lot of opportunities like this. Do you know how obsessed with this the Hoffmans are? When they found out we had a live Wraith prisoner, he's going to die. I tried to feed him all sorts of live stuff, but apparently there's only one item on his menu.
What about the test subject? If the drug fails...
We're not just grabbing anybody off the street. The test subject is a terminally ill patient who has volunteered himself.
These are not exactly the type of decisions I was expecting to make on this expedition. Do it.
Hi, Steve.
More samples?
I was thinking more along the lines of a field trip. You want sustenance? I want information.
You are incapable of offering such a trade.
You tell me something of value, I let you eat. That's the deal. Take it or leave it.
Very well.
Are they ready?
Major Shepard and Lieutenant Ford are loading the prisoner into Jumper 2. Sergeant Bates is already on the ground and standing by for their arrival at the rendezvous site.
Jumper 2, this is Weir. What's your status?
Nice and cozy in here, ready to depart.
You're safe, Major.
That's the plan.
Jumper 2, you are go for lunch.
Roger that. Dial it up.
Hey man, this isn't supposed to be fun.
Perna explained to me about your illness. I want you to know how sorry I am. I wish there was something I could do for you.
It's my time, Dr. Beckett. I'm at peace with my fate.
I think it's important you know that we may be talking about a less than peaceful ending here.
I've explained to Merrill in great detail what may befall him.
And you should also understand that this drug has never worked in anything other than a laboratory simulation. We don't know for certain what will happen.
Even if it doesn't work, you'll learn something of value. How to perfect it in the future?
Possibly. But that's no reason for you to face that creature.
Dr. Beckett, I'm not afraid. No matter what happens, my death will have meaning. Is that not something we all strive for, to die knowing we made a difference? I want to do this. Please don't deny me the chance to help my people.
What do you think?
That it goes against everything I believe in. There's an oath among medical people where I come from. It begins first, do no harm.
Important words, too.
More than words, Perna.
The battle rages at the very threshold of our laboratory now. Those of us working to the last know that these few final hours have been dearly purchased, yet our concentration has not waned. We cannot hope to save ourselves, but we can hope that one last insight, one last revelation before we take our dying breaths may prevent this terrible day from happening again.
Ferro's last journal entry.
More than words, Carson.
I understand that. I do. But there are too many unknowns. We need time to determine the possible side effects.
There is no time. Are you so afraid of making a mistake that you can no longer see what we're up against?
This isn't about making mistakes, Parna. It's about the end justifying the means. And in our profession, that's a very slippery slope. We have no idea if this will work. We could be sacrificing that man to a monster.
There will be another to take his place.
That's just what I'm afraid of.
They are ready.
Careful, sir.
This is the sustenance you promised?
Little change in plans. You tell me something right now, or the dinner party's canceled.
What do you want to know?
How many hive ships have become operational since we awakened the first one?
All of them, Major Shepard. First, they will travel their own feeding grounds and gather strength. We are a patient race, Major. When we have taken our fill and gathered our strength, we will join in force and come for you.
You have any idea when that'll be? Morning, afternoon? Open it up.
You don't have to do this.
I know. I'm ready.
He is weak.
You are both heroes of the Huffin people.
I'll admit it was amazing.
I hope your friends will join us for a celebratory banquet to honor your work.
They'd be glad to attend, but don't you think celebrations are a bit premature?
The results speak for themselves. I intend to ask the Council to approve mass production of the serum effective immediately. After what happened today, I doubt they will offer any resistance.
That is wonderful news, Chancellor.
With all due respect, no, it isn't. We're talking about one test here. Now, I'm as pleased as anyone with the results, but we still have a lot of work to do before we can start using it.
Dr. Beckett wishes to run a full series of tests on Merrill prior to issuing his final report.
There may have been mitigating circumstances. The man was dying, for one.
Of course. I'll bring it up with Council. To success.
What is it?
Steve, he doesn't look so good.
How long has he been like this?
Since the test.
Think it's a ruse?
It is not their way.
Hey.
What have you done to me?
We need Beckett in here. Go.